lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. I just want to be the one you love. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. I just want to be the one you love. Wanna playing I walk, I shake that auto.
Hello, everyone. We already have 60 attendees here. So we are going to start at 4. So please wait for 5 more minutes. So before we start, maybe it's nice to get to know each of you. So would you please maybe comment on the chat box below? Just tell us where you're from, the city where you live, and just maybe tell us what you are excited about in this keynote session, what you want to get from Pak Sandiaga Uno. We'll be waiting for the comments while waiting for the session to start. Hello, Tari from Jakarta. Welcome to ESFAS. Maybe others. Hello, Shafira. Whoa, thank you so much for being here with us. We have 68 now, and then it will be going up and up. Hello, Afif from Tangerang. Vanessa, hello. Yes, absolutely. That's what we want, of course, in the session. Wow, someone, Anita from Cibubur. I see. That's not far from where I live. Hello, Bekasi from Kotrunada, and Goli Farhan from Bogor. I live in Bogor. Hi, Bima. Well, it's nice to see you all here. Alvis, Condet. By the way, have you guys prepared the questions for our keynote speaker? Maybe you have. Hello, Anne from Bekasi. Yeah, you're welcome. Agus from Medan. You're welcome. Thank you so much as well for joining us here. Also Mita from Pekalongan. Hello, Ruth from Cirebon. Whoa, okay. Hana from Samarinda, Fazar from Bangka, Vira, Sampang Madura. We'll start in 2 minutes. It's getting closer. I'm actually a bit nervous anyway, but I mean, it makes me calmer looking at all of you here, being very excited to join the session. Hello, Reza from Pontianak. Wow, we have many people from, well, different areas. Have you guys follow our Instagram anyway? Don't forget, okay, to follow the Instagram because we usually will hold this kind of event. So I think this will benefit you as well. All our other events. So don't forget to follow our Instagram. Okay, we're going to start. Yeah, I'm very excited as well to start the session. Cannot wait to hear from Pasandi. The same, Andika. Okay, it's 4. Okay, guys, it's already 4 p.m. Thank you so much for everyone who has been here. We already have 88 attendees here, and I believe it will still be going up and up as the session runs. So wait, I would like to welcome each of you here in the keynote session of ES Festival 2020. Welcome here. And then I would like to say hello as well for people who are watching us through our YouTube channel. There are people there. Hello, I hope you find this enjoyable as well. So before we start the session, please pay attention first to the terms and conditions of the keynote session. The first one is to please use your actual name and email in your Zoom account. And the second, feel free to ask our speaker questions. This is a rare opportunity, so I hope that you're not going to miss this opportunity to ask Pak Sandiaga your questions. And then the third one, this is very important because many, are looking for this as well. For the e-certificate, don't forget to fill the feedback form that we are going to share at the end of the session. So don't leave in the middle of the session because the link is only going to be shared at the end of the session, okay? Please take note on that. All right. Before we start the session and before Pasandi joins us here, I would like to introduce myself to you. Next, please. Wait, we're still waiting for the admin. Okay, so maybe some people have known this from the poster. My name is Detha Heidyningtias. You can call me Detha. I live in Bogor, and I'm the co-founder and advisor of English Quote Indonesia. And maybe some of you here still are unfamiliar with what EAS is. So I would like to explain a little bit about what EAS is. EAS is basically a group of youth who care and are willing to help support education for youth within the country. So as we know that English is a main language in business, travel, and international relations. So here, actually, it started from the problem that the founders felt about how difficult it was finding a place where people can gather and practice English for free. Because maybe like all the attendees here have known that English courses can be quite pricey, and also the English community, sometimes they are just intimidating, that they are full of experts in English. So that's why English Quote Indonesia here is trying to create a community where it's inclusive, and we welcome everyone from different backgrounds and all levels of English. So one of our biggest programs is Yasmin programs. This is the program where we allow Indonesian high school students to learn English for free, guided by our mentors, our experienced and skilled mentors. And this is EAS Fast 2020 is also one of our biggest events, because here we try to connect Indonesian youth with our amazing speakers or experts to discuss about current issues or issues that are being talked about. So I would like to give you a little peek of how it is inside English Quote Indonesia by letting you to watch this short video. Happy watching. Wait, okay, that's it from, that's the video of English Quote Indonesia. So as you can see, stated on the video that if you would like to know more about English Quote Indonesia, you can you can go to our website, englishquoteindonesia.com, and also follow our Instagram and also subscribe our YouTube channel. Our team would love to help you answer your questions about ES. So, well, I'm not gonna be alone here. I'm gonna be accompanied by somebody that is, I think, very well known, one of the most prominent men, I think, in Indonesia. Many people call him as Papa Online, maybe because of his active appearance online. Well, he's here right now. Hello, Pak Sandy. Well, let me explain.
Hello, English
Hello,
Squad.
Pak Sandy.
Yes.
Oh,
Welcome to ES Festival 2020, Youth in the New Normal Era. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you so much, Pak Sandy, for joining us here. It's your
Thank you
first
for
time
inviting me.
meeting the people of English Quote Indonesia. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling so much optimistic with the English Squad of Indonesia. I think we could build this country together and we could uh, be successful in fighting the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah, wow, we do really love the spirit. But Sandy, before we start your presentation, your keynote presentation, allow me to give a little bit introduction about your profile to the Indonesian youth here. Okay, so this is our speaker that we already saw, the Pak Sandiaga Uno. We call him Papa Online, Pak Sandi. And then he's a businessman, investor, and politician. Maybe people here have more known him as the vice governor of Jakarta, where he was elected for 2017 to 2022, but served until 2018 because he was the candidate of the vice president of Republic of Indonesia in 2019 election. But before he jumped into politics, Pak Sandi has been actually a very prominent entrepreneur and has been very active in Indonesia business communities. He co-founded PT Saratoga Investama Sedaya, and he served as the president director there. And I see it's the first and the biggest publicly listed investment company in Indonesia. And then Pak Sandi is now a PhD candidate in Universitas Pelita Harapan. He holds a master degree from George Washington University, majoring business administration. Also, the Bachelor of Business Administration degree from Wichita State University, USA. So that's our speaker of today. Let's get back to Pak Sandi. Pak Sandi, since we have such limited time, only 45 minutes, I think we have to proceed to your presentation. So, Pak Sandi, the time is yours to present your material regarding youth in the new normal. Please, Pak Sandi.
Thank you, Detha, Heidyningtias.
Yes.
And thank you again for having me. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Salam sehat, salam hormat, penuh semangat. Thank you so much again. This is quite a big honor for me to be speaking in front of the English squad team in the ES Festival 2020. And I think this is a very opportune time. We're in the middle of a pandemic that has affected the health of the entire world. More than 25 million people around the world have been affected by this pandemic, and almost 900,000 people have died. We are anyway not alone in this situations. We are also basically the whole world fighting this. So I'd like to share some material to bring some motivation, some optimisms, some different perspectives. How do we actually take the advantage of this cohort? So I have sent the material to the team there at English Squad, but if you don't have it there, let me present this and let me check first. First of all, before I start, I want to ask you several questions. Please use the chat column to answer my question. English Squad around Indonesia, please type where you're from and what device are you using to log into this session. For instance, I will type my answer is like this. Okay, Alphys Condet using laptop. Sandi Uno, Jakarta Selatan, using laptop. How about the rest of you guys? Okay, Kediri laptop. There is a English village in Kediri, Kampung Inggris, Pare. Putri from Pekanbaru, that's where I was born, laptop. Anel Medan, using Vanessa, Jakarta, iPad. Laptop. A lot of you are using personal computer, PC, laptop. One using smartphone. Syahid from Madura, Mator Sakalangkong. Indah Bali, phone. Nurul from Bogor using laptop. Reni Tangerang using phone. Alrighty. So we see a lot of variety of people that are uh, using different kind of devices from all over Indonesia. Um, and I think we also, here, it's already here. My proposition is that there are opportunities in the whole of pandemic. So in fact, there is a what we call COVID cohort in the making, a generations of young people that is bracing the impact of this COVID-19 pandemic. All of us have to adapt. We are facing this together as humanity. The best side of humanity we have seen that we could survive if we stick together. Yes, it is so hard, especially for small, medium enterprises, for people who are losing their jobs, for early stage or even advanced entrepreneur. Still, we can learn so many things from these unfortunate situations to build our adversity and resilience. Next slide, I want to talk about the whole entire world has been affected. This is global and multidimensional in terms of impact. Three biggest country that has been hit by this pandemic is the United States of America, Brazil, and now India. We are seeing that a lot of countries have to deal with not only the health issues, but also in terms of the new era, our economy and social impact is being felt. People are losing their jobs. It is very hard to for businesses, for the economy. The economic of the world is contracting minus 4.8 to 5%. A huge change has occurred. And if you see more than 10 millions of hours of work hours have been lost through this pandemic. Secondly, in the next slide, I want to show that as we are fine-tuning and adapting and changes by this pandemic, we are seeing an accelerations of change rate. If you look at the y-axis, that's the velocity of change. And on the x-axis is the year. So between the year of 1800 to 1900s till the year of 2000, mostly the human historic adaptation has been linear. But this coronavirus, this COVID-19, have accelerated our change rate, and it's now exponential. It's no longer linear. It is technology driven, and digitization have pushed the change rate to be higher in terms of velocity. It's more like a hockey stick now. First, the people become more digitized. We are pushed to transform faster to enter Industrial Revolutions 4.0. If you look, these are the impact that we are seeing because of the pandemic. 9 to 5 office hour is now no longer is the norm. It's no longer the safe norms. People are doing gigs economy. There are fewer middle managers. There are fewer frontliners changed by digitals. There are fewer consultants changed by artificial intelligence. There is accelerated automations. There are robots now handling most of the mundane routine works in the factory. The on-the-job health screening is going to be a must. I have a meeting tomorrow with the minister. I have to do a rapid test or a swab test to make sure that I comply with the strict, with a very disciplined COVID-19 protocol. And additional safety gears. We are using face masks, we're using face shields, we're using now hand sanitizers, and now telepresence meetings is available. I'm meeting people all over Indonesia from Aceh to Papua. I don't have to travel. I do it from where I am now in South Jakarta. So people are adopting and adapting to new technology faster than ever before. Currently, most of ASEAN countries have more than 50% internet penetrations. Indonesia have 150 million people plus having smartphone, having telephone that could hook directly to the internet. We expect digital connectivity and penetrations accelerations in the coming years even faster because of the pandemic. Indonesia is predicted to have the seventh largest economy in 2030 and the fourth largest economy in 2045 during our 100 years anniversary. Next 50 years, guys, next 50 years, we will belong to the top 5 countries in the world in terms of the size of economy or the gross domestic product, GDP. Currently, Indonesia is entering the demographic dividend era, whereby the young people are dominating the workforce. The peak is projected to occur between 2028 to 2031, only 8 to 11 years from now. So if you look at the window is only 25 years. That's why we have to be united. We cannot be divided. We are strong. We need to unite in diversity. Indonesia is also a fertile land for digital economy growth. Next slide. These are the areas and the catalysts for business transformations. Focus on outcomes. Output is going to be the focus of the years ahead. No longer just the process and the controlling, but focusing on the focus. COVID-19 is also transforming business economy to apply improved health and safety standards, making sure that everybody is healthy, that is opening up opportunities in the health sector. We are also cutting back business trips. Economy is much more efficient now because people are no longer traveling that costs time and costs money. And a lot of businesses are going to be more people-centered. And the purpose of a business is people, planet, and profit. Not profit, then people or planet, but it's always going to be people first. Every number has people behind it. Every machine, every digital equipment, every digital applications is going to be directed towards the well-being of human. So, being an archipelago, a country with 17,000 plus islands, where we are seeing that Indonesia is fast growing to be one large digitized economy. So we need to look at what are the opportunities. So next slide, I want to show that the economy of Indonesia is 99% contributed by small medium enterprises. Jobs are 97% contributed by small medium enterprises. And more than 60% of our economy is actually contributed by the small medium enterprise. However, only 3 out of 10 becomes a real entrepreneur. So this is clearly an opportunity that is presented among others by the emergence of COVID-19. Next slide. How do we open is to be ready. And when the business is ready, when the health protocol is being deployed, sector by sector, we prioritize the public health, and then we focus on the sector that has the biggest impact on the economy. I call the first zone is go zone. This is whereby the SMEs with the lowest public health risks but having the biggest economic impact will go first. And then you go to the pivot zone, the tech zone such as tourism, and then later on the weight zone such as big events like sporting events or concert. So this is our roadmap, how to open our economy and how do we look at opportunities in terms of making us winners in this pandemic era. Next slide. I want to show that our 21 billion e-commerce market is now the largest in Southeast Asia. But please tell me, I want to see the chat. What are the origin of the products being sold in our e-commerce? From which country dominates? If you look at our e-commerce, the Tokopedia, which countries contributed the most products? China. That's correct, Aisha. China, mostly China. Uni Gendis, China. Elvis, China. Hidayat, China. And USA, China. South Korea, Anita. Yes, Adinda, China. That's correct. So, pandemic COVID-19 reminds us that we are too dependent from the products from China, from South Korea, from the US. Why don't we create our own product? Why don't we push our young generations to wear more Indonesian products? A few years ago, 99.5% of the transactions in Indonesia were in cash. But now with emerging fintech, I guess most of the transactions will have to go into digital, like digital banking, digital cash payment, and so on and so forth. So these are the sectors that would benefit from COVID-19. Be creative. Find this opportunity fast. These are the problems that needs massive solutions. Medical, not only rehabilitative and curative like hospitals or clinics, but also promotive, preventive, how we promote healthy life. Teleconferencing, now everything is remote working. MOOC, massive online open course for education. Digital, anything is now disrupted by digital. Food, as long as we have stomach and we have our own mouth, we need food, energy for the body. Biotech, including jamu, is going to be increasing in terms of popularity. Legal and clean energy. Right now, everybody is actually complaining about the electricity bills. Expensive, the electricity bills. The data package, the quota is very, very tough on everybody's pocket. So we need to find solutions for this. We have now seeing that the limited infrastructures and credit informations is a big, big opportunity for database business. Huge digital savvy millennials born with the digital. Fintech in Indonesia is a solution to the financial inclusion challenges. And then the creative economy. The creative economy from gaming, book, animations, advertising, design, culinary, fashion, craft, art, software, music. This is going to transform in terms of popularity, and it's going to present opportunity for the young people to take massive steps and taking leadership positions. Next slide. Be optimistic. Be cautiously optimistic. How do we put in the sense of creativity to actually develop our economy, creating jobs and making sure the cost of living is affordable. First is to become customer fanatics. I went to a business this morning that is opening up stores, the eighth outlets during this pandemic. The name of the product is Lou Burger, that actually provide burger with different sort of like packaging. They call it smash burgers. In Indonesia, we know geprek ayam, ayam geprek. Now we have burger geprek, which is smash burger. And it's actually doing very well, which is why the second point is very, very important. You could reach for global exposures, but focus on local wisdom. Reborn with the digital, make sure that every part of your business must have digital element in it. Young entrepreneur must implement efficiency and concise operations, as well as to get more inclusive with support of each other by building a strong ecosystem. Today, there are 142 participants in this Zoom. Wow! We have to give a big applause for this English squad, that these 142 participants are a strong ecosystem to develop a very, very promising market going further. Next slide. I want to thank everybody that you are spending time this afternoon being positive, being motivated, being optimistic, instead of just rebahan, instead of just baper, julit, and nyinyir. You guys are spending time here in a very positive environment. So I would like to remind all of you, please do not forget to exercise. Get some sun exposure. Boost your immunity. Be healthy. Stay strong. And thank you very much. God bless you and God bless Indonesia.
Wow, thank you so much, Pak Sandy, for such a very an eye-opening and very motivating presentation. I believe everyone here agrees that it motivates them that there are actually so many opportunities done, and also we can do so much when we unite together. So we just need to stay positive, not to get stuck in the old ways, and just try to actually take a look at there are still so many problems that we can solve, and there's still so many opportunities that we can find in the new normal. So Pak Sandi, now it's the Q&A session. We have already received some questions for you.
Yes. Wow, these are good questions from Gendis, from
Okay.
Samuel Christopher. Hi, Samuel Christopher. From Ina Novitasari, from
Okay.
Aisha India Larasati, and Anita Fajarina Sulistiareni.
Okay. So probably we can start from Samuel, Pak.
Samuel asked about the idea to have
Yeah, you have to
to
solve
solve.
both health
Yeah,
and economic sectors.
right.
Health
First,
and economic
you
sectors.
need, Samuel, you need to ensure that we focus on the health sector first. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot revive the economy without focusing on public health. The economy will be revived when you have the health taken care of. So, on the health, do testing, tracing, and treatment. And for the people to do 3M, which is face mask, wash your hands, and social distance. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how once we do that, then we slowly open up the economy by looking at the sectors that have the biggest impact, which is the SMEs and the consumptions. Secondly, Ina asked about what must be done to enable this new normal to be lived easily. First, accept that this is God Almighty's decisions for us to face this pandemic. So by making sure that you are not fighting and you're not feeling always complaining about the situations, being acceptance of the reality that this is actually there'll be good things behind it. Behind one closed doors, there'll be more doors will be open. I lost my job during the 1997 crisis. I was very feeling very disappointed, very down. And I prayed to God. I said, please show me if there is any doors opening. And true enough, God has opened up the door for me to become an entrepreneur. So from losing my job, I started my business in financial consulting. And after 20 years, my consulting firm transformed to be an investment company. And now it's the largest investment company with market cap, one of the highest in Southeast Asia, and employing 30,000 people. So accepting that this is actually there will be silver lining behind every dark cloud. I am very optimistic, Ina, that we would be able to rise up to the challenge and to ensure stability and quality, productivity and security in the long term. You need to adapt. Million years ago, there is a creatures called dinosaurs in this world. And what happened? Asteroid hit the hit Mother Earth, causing big disruptions in everybody's life. Dinosaurs, who is the strongest and rule the world, cannot adapt. What happened? They perish. So this, the asteroid hit is like this pandemic is showing that we need to adapt. And people who can adapt will be the pandemic winner, will show quality, productivity, and security in the long term. And young generations play biggest role. Aisha asks, as a businessman for your company, the method to face these recessions. Our method is cash is king. Cash is king. We are basically not only doing the health and safety COVID-19 strict discipline protocol, but also financial protocol. We are increasing our efficiency. We are making sure that all the unnecessary expenditures are not going to be done. And that's how we could survive this pandemic. Actually, next questions was from Anita Fajarina. How do we continue our positive outlook in facing the pandemic? Do you have some suggestions or some motivations to keep being positive? Is by joining English Squad, because this English Squad is a lot of optimistic people. Look at Detha, she's smiling in the middle of
Okay,
pandemic.
Bob.
She's smiling. And it's
Taking example from you.
very contagious. When you smile, other people smile. When you're happy, other people happy. So if you want to stay positive, be around positive people. If you want to have positive outlook, be around communities that have positive and optimistic view about the future. Andika asks, how to stay positive? I already answered. So, yeah, I guess the next question would be, I think I've typed answer, Gandis.
Yeah.
How do we as youth finding opportunity in this pandemic? Look around, people around you. What are their problems? Try to solve them. Those are the opportunities. People who are in need of help, those are the opportunities. People who are seeing that it's very hard to market their product, those are the opportunities for you to help them and create business around it. Vanessa, say, how do we wake up? when we are bored in this pandemic? Well, do sports. Because when you do sports, Vanessa, walking, doing aerobics, yoga, or bicycle, running, swimming, you have endorphin. Endorphin will make you very optimistic, very happy, like Detha today. Yeah, I answer all the questions. Hang on a sec. Oh, Muhammad Syahid Hidayatullah.
There's so many.
Good afternoon, Pak Sandi. What should we do as a student of university in this pandemic? Although our study is online class. Well, you guys read, exposure, and basically broaden your exposure. Read. A good leader is a good reader, Pak Muhammad. So, read books and meet new people. Create silaturahim or ecosystem that you can very much, as a student, broaden your perspective. As a young leaders, you have to build your commitment, you have to build your consistency, and you need to build your character. So this is the time for you to build commitment, consistency, and character. Ganesha, in this new normal era, a lot of people opens new business. I also want to start new one. Yes, great, do it. Would you like to give some advice so I can compete with the others? Yes, focus on the sectors that are being needed now during this pandemic. And my advice is innovate. Never stop to innovate. Innovation is very, very important in this very competitive space. Second, Reza. Entrepreneur in Indonesia not growing because at school we learn how to get a good mark, not how to make something useful. Yeah, in the past, but no longer now. I'm a mathematics teacher in senior high school and I can't do anything. So I want to know your opinion how to make students to be more productive at school. Well, mathematics is very, very uh, important knowledge. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics are now very much in need. So for mathematics teachers, learn how to code. Learn how to code. When you can do coding, you are going to be able to have your skill set upgraded. So go to www.rumahsiapkerja.com or go to Instagram at rumahsiapkerja. Learn to code there and hopefully you could be able to be positive. Dinul Haq, how to start a business during these pandemic situations when you have limited access. Easy, be a reseller. Look at products that is doing very well, like health products, like food. Be a reseller. You would be able to get some income because you could market the product in your own neighborhood. Agus Mahendra, during pandemic, doing campaign, trying to build up people awareness, but some of them might deny, think that it's not serious, how to face this kind of behavior properly. Don't worry, be happy. Focus on the positive things. Don't focus on the negative things. Remind them. And if you're not able to remind them, alert the authority to make sure that they have the awareness to face this pandemic together. Do campaign, it's very positive. Don't focus on the negative, focus on positive. Don't listen to other people. Negative things is actually very bad for you. Just think positive and continue to do it. Great, Agus, you are doing great, and I thank you for that. Anna, good evening. Is it evening already? Where are you? Oh, maybe East Indonesia. Thanks in advance for the knowledge. I want to ask for some advice. During this pandemic, there's a lot of old street vendors, pedagang kaki lima, that is struggling even more since people stay at home. That's correct. And even skeptic to buying food from the street vendors. So as a youth, how can I contribute to help them? Go to them, tell them that they have to be positive, use um, the health protocol, get them to use a face mask, help them sell their food in your community. That's how you could help them. Antonio Fernando, why there's important this pandemic to increase economy? Because people need jobs, Antonio. When you don't grow the economy, people will not get job. When people don't get job, they don't have income. When they don't have income, they cannot buy food to put food on the table. Elvis, in helping online education during this pandemic, any way we can contribute? Yeah, focus on MOOC, Massive Online Open Course. Make sure next time English Squad invited me, the participant is not just 148. Make sure it's 488. Okay, Elvis, thank you. Ayuni, good afternoon, Pak Sandi. What is your opinion? Skills that young people must have in 4.0 industrial era. Three sets of literacy. First, literacy on technology. Everybody needs to know technology. Second, literacy on data. People have to know about data revolutions. And third is entrepreneurship, being innovative, risk-taking, and proactive. Those are the best you need to master during this pandemic. Wow, I'm on the roll. I learned Photoshop, golly, and exciting to learn much more. I want to campaign my creativity, but I'm not a famous people on Instagram or social media. What should I do? Tag me in your Instagram and I will give comment, I will like. So my 7 million plus followers can also see your product. Good luck. Tag your Instagram post to me. Tag me on your Instagram post and I'll try to like it. Send the picture or the video from here and try to make a good creative products and I will like it. Hopefully more and more people see it and you become famous. Yeah. Alrighty, Pak Sandi. Nur Sri Ubaya. Tip strategy for young entrepreneur during pandemic. Be positive, be innovative, be creative, be resilient, and always stay proactive. Jangan jadi kaum rebahan saja, jadilah agen perubahan. Good luck, Nur Sri Ubaya. Salsabila Umalia, dear Pak Sandi, can I ask your opinion about mental health? Wow, this is very tough question, Salsabila, and I have very because a lot of my family member have mental health issue also. In Jakarta, when I was vice governor, 20% of Jakartans have issue with mental health. So we need to make sure that there is awareness and making sure that we communicate with them. We identify people with mental health issue. We counsel them, bring them to expert, have them communicate, making sure that they have somebody around them. Also, make sure that everybody have a good uh, counseling and a good treatment. Mental health is very serious issue because of this pandemic. So Salsabila, look around you, try to be of help, alert local authorities, local health authorities, and make sure that everybody is being taken care of. Thank you, Detha. It's done, my sessions. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for all the questions. I've answered more, like
Yeah.
18 questions. So it's time for me to go. Please
Thank you
make
so
sure.
much, Pak Sandi, for answering almost all of the questions. Maybe see you in the next event of ES so that maybe we can have longer time. Thank you so much, Pak
Yeah,
Sandi. We leave.
I answer all of the questions, not almost
Yes,
all of the questions, but all of the questions.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pasandi, for being very
Thank
nice.
you guys and good
Thank
luck on
you.
the Indian Festival. We love you.
Yeah.
Oh, we love you.
Bye-bye. See you.
We love you. Yeah, we love you. Thank you so much. Sarange.
Okay. All right, guys. We're so sorry that because we are running out of time, we cannot answer all of your questions. But I think Pak Sandi has already answered almost all of the questions that come in. And since we are running out of time, unfortunately, I have to end this keynote session of ES Festival. And I would like to conclude that I think Pasandi's presentation has been very motivating. So I hope that it will motivate you to finally be able to step forward into this new stage and then to start finding opportunities or probably creating opportunities for yourself and your environment so that we can survive and succeed in whatever life stage we are in. And then also, guys, don't forget to fill the feedback form after this. And I hope don't forget to also follow us on Instagram so that you're not going to miss any of our upcoming events. So thank you so much. See you in another event of us. Bye bye.